Good afternoon, guys. My name is James and I'm One Global Tech Reviews, and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another review. So guys, today we are reviewing watches, okay? Now, we all love a good timepiece, all right? And over the last couple of years, we have found that smartwatches have taken over, okay? And smartwatches have exploded onto the market. But what about our more classic watches, okay, that obviously we used to have before smartwatches, okay? So Storm watches, okay, are you young enough or even old enough to remember Storm? So Storm was a brand that was back in the mid-90s, and Storm was the massive fashion accessory when it come down to watches, okay? And they were out there with some absolutely way out designs, okay? And some absolutely bonkers designs, but people went mad for Storm watches. A bit like back in like the late 80s with Swatch and Pop Swatch. Do you remember Pop Swatches and Swatches? You know, they are retro and they are classic and they are embedded into our history. And at times Swatch do still release some of their limited edition watches. But Storm, they went a little bit quiet for a little while, and they have literally come back on the market and they have released some absolutely exquisite watches, okay? Their timepieces are absolutely amazing, and they've still kept in with their traditional mid-90s, and again, they've released some absolute bonkers designs, but they've released one watch in particular, which I think is such a nice, sleek styled watch, all right? And that is the Storm Ultra Slim, okay? Now, I own one of the Storm Ultra Slim watches, and I absolutely love this watch, okay? I love it for a number of reasons, okay? So the first reason is the watch itself is extremely slim. So when you get the watch itself, it comes in a really nice little presentation box with the Storm logo embossed on it, okay? It's basic, but you know what? It still looks the part, okay? And when it comes to unboxing, okay, once you've got the lid off, the watch comes beautifully presented in a really nice little plush little leather effect pillow, okay? Which obviously keeps it, you know, quite safe in delivery and transit and stuff like that. And then obviously in there as well, you've got your product information book as well. But as you can see, the watch itself, it does come nicely presented, and just look how thin that is, okay? Now, I know people say, you know, big is better and big is beautiful. That's what she said. But sometimes less is more. That's what I said. And as you can see, obviously with this watch, it is less. And to me, less is more. You know, it hasn't got all the bling around the face and around the dial, around the bezel and stuff like that. It is just a really nice, sleek watch to have. Obviously, you've got your clasp on the back there, which has got the Storm logo embossed into it as well. And then if we just undo the security clasp, and then boom, there you have it. It's an all-in-one, okay? So I did have to have a couple of links removed because I've got slightly smaller wrists. And then obviously on the other side of it, as you can see, obviously it's got their Storm Slim X2XL, and this is obviously the titanium version, okay? It is water resistant up to 50 meters. Yeah, so this is the titanium model, okay? And like I say, it is extremely slim. It's got a really nice bezel on there with the Storm logo embossed into the bezel. And the bezel, it will adjust the time, obviously, and also the date as well, which you can see there. To me, I just think the titanium is just really nicely set off with like the little copper effect as well, the copper colour in there as well with the Storm logo inside the actual watch as well itself. And like I say, for £119, I think it is, you just can't go wrong, okay? Storm, obviously, you know, back in the 90s, they were a massive brand, and they hit the world by storm, quite literally. And again, they're doing it again now with some new models. Now, this watch as well, it is really light as well, okay? It's not heavy on your wrist, you know, you don't even know it's there half the time. So it is a really nice, light, easy watch to use. And the other thing as well, if you wear shirts and you wear shirts with cuffs and stuff like that, it doesn't get sort of, your cuff goes over it quite nicely. Okay, it doesn't kind of get stuck or anything like that. So it is a nice watch to have. On the wrist itself, as you can see, it doesn't take up any room at all, and it is really minimalistic, you know, and it does just sit there, and it is really, really thin. As you can see, it just sits quite nicely against my skin there, and it doesn't protrude, it doesn't stick out, you know, like some watches do. And it just looks really, really nice, you know, with the polished titanium. You've got, again, obviously, like I say, you've got the Storm embossed clasp there. And yeah, it is just a really, really nice watch to have. It's a really nice timepiece, and it's one that will stand the test of time. I can't fault this watch at all. I really do enjoy wearing it, and like I say, it can be worn for any occasion. Storm, they do obviously offer different types of watches. You've got your classic analog, which is what this is, and you've got your digital watches as well, and obviously you've got some way out there designs, which is kind of keeping in period to where they was back in the 90s, and they're still releasing them now, and they do look really, really nice, and they look really sort of space age. And you know, Storm, they're not afraid to sort of be really bold with their designs, and there is a watch for everybody with Storm. And like I say, Storm, you know, they are so reasonably priced as well. You can't go wrong with the price point of Storm. I've been really happy with this watch, and it's, you know, it's just a great little watch to have. It goes well, like I said, with any occasion, whether you're going down a pub, you're going to watch a game of football, you're going into the office, or you know, you're just literally going, taking the kids over the park or taking a dog for a walk. This watch will fit in with any occasion. And like I say, it just looks really nice, and it is really lightweight as well. But for me, the selling point of this watch was the thinness of it. I didn't want a watch with a big sort of chunky bezel, lots of bling, and you know, really thick and really heavy. I just wanted something that was discreet, lightweight, and just sits nice on my wrist, and that's what you get with this Storm watch. I really can't fault it at all. So guys, when you're out there, okay, and you're looking for a new watch, okay, have a look at Storm, have a look at their range. May not be for you, or you might find, you know, a really good watch which will suit you and suit your needs, you know, and, you know, really kind of make a status symbol for you, for who you are. Watches, at the end of the day, they're individual to us, okay. Same as like the clothes that we wear, they're individual to us. So, but like I say, have a look at Storm. They are a good brand, they're a fantastic, reputable brand, and they do make good quality stuff, okay? So guys, thank you so much for watching this quick review of the Storm Watch Ultra Slim. Have a look at it, have a look at their website, and I guarantee you will find a watch that will meet your needs, and a watch for any occasion. Guys, I look forward to seeing you on the next one, and I'll see you guys again soon on the next review. Thanks for watching, and remember, as always, please hit that like and subscribe button. See you later.